Hi, I'm Neil Redfern, and welcome to another short video where I talk you through how I took one of my favourite photographs. Today I'm going to be showing you how I shot one of my favourite images from Laura and Aaron's portrait shoot in Hong Kong a couple of weeks ago. All the photographs you see now were taken on this same shoot, probably within about an hour of each other. We met up in Kowloon Park before making our way across to China Hong Kong City, which is an area that mainly consists of office buildings, but the architecture is very cool and I thought would make for great photographs. There is also a pier here with amazing views over Victoria Harbour, and best of all, something which can't be said for lots of areas of Hong Kong, it's quiet, so it's perfect for this shot. So here is the photograph which I'm going to be talking you through. Before we get to the final image though, let me start by showing you a behind the scenes photo of the setup which I used. I used two speed lights for this image. The first, on the left hand side, was to light Laura and Aaron. This speed light had two magmod grids attached. This meant that the light hitting the couple was quite concentrated and would only light them up from the waist up. I positioned a second bare speed light behind them. This flash gives a nice rim light around their heads, which helps to separate them from the background. As you'll see in the raw file, the photograph which I took wasn't too far away from the final image. The main thing I wanted to do in post was to remove the barrier behind Laura and Aaron. Using Photoshop, removing the barrier was fairly easy. I simply selected the area I wanted to remove and by hitting delete, used the Content Aware tool to rebuild the selected area. Content Aware isn't always the best tool to use for cloning, as I find it can be a bit hit and miss depending on the background, but in this image it did a really good job. I then used the Clone Stamp tool to rebuild certain areas to make everything look more realistic. I then used the Content Aware tool again to remove and clean up any distracting elements in the frame. Spending a little bit of time cleaning up an image like this can have a massive effect on the final image. The very last thing I tend to do is a bit of dodge and burning. The human eye is always drawn to looking at the brightest part of an image, so I always try to make my subjects the lightest part of my photographs. In this example, I darkened down some of the background so that your eye naturally leads to Laura and Aaron's faces. And so here it is, the final image. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and saw just how easy it can be to create a really cool portrait with only two speed lights. I'd love to know what you think, so please leave any comments below and like and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Thank you very much and I'll see you next time.